Jesus is white. Jesus is white. Jesus is white. I will touch the ground.
Everybody, I'd like to thank Taylor for cleansing the room. I feel like that gives us a cleansed vibe to begin with. Because personally, I don't know what I would call it, maybe not a bad vibe, but maybe a bad vibe from searching and mainly just looking through my feed. I tell you, I'm going to have to get out of this thing where I wake up and then I scroll through my feed on YouTube, because every day it's just a good way to get pissed off real quick. You know, y'all sharing that? That's how I feel. Yesterday was just crazy altogether. I'm getting away from doing that, right? Yesterday was just crazy from the rip. I seen so much stuff yesterday. It just blew my mind. Well, between yesterday and this morning, you don't know what I'm talking about. I got a lot of good stuff though that I prepared. Well, not a ton, but we're gonna laugh a little bit today. I found some stuff if you can't laugh at and get a kick out of, something's wrong with you. I like the people that do the positive affirmations. I swear I might start trying that. You know, I'm a boss. I kick ass. I'm going to own the day. I'm a boss. I kick ass. I'm going to own the day. You know, got to do something, man. Hard times we're living in, folks. Hard times. Holly, I'm going to drop you a link so you can co-host. Brandy is disposed of today. She can't be on with me, so I'm going to bring up a co-host to help me wade through today's program. Good morning, Angie Davis. How you doing? Bam. I have notes though, so I made a list so we could cover a bunch of stuff, and we'll go from there. My God, big long blonde hair in my bed. Taylor got like a pack of these little extension hair piece things. Big long one in my bed. I have to explain that to Brandy. I have to get rid of that. She won't buy that. Find that I feel so much better if I can find at least one thing a day to laugh at, like a deep belly laugh. Lisa, my abs are still hurting from a couple that I found yesterday, and I got them for you guys. I really hope y'all think some of them are as funny as I do, because, man, there's one. I must have watched it 10 times, and every time laughed about as hard as the first time. Hilarious stuff. Just hilarious stuff. In a world full of negativity and sadness, very funny stuff. Very funny.
Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning.
So what did you just say? I missed it.
I got some funny shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're going to sprinkle it in here and there to keep the vibe good.
That would be awesome.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yep. The stuff just, it eats away at you. I know it's not just being you, John. It's like I literally just stopped looking at anything, whether Candace is in it or not, on the Crime Critters show, because the negativity will literally eat you alive. I mean, that's what it feels like it's doing. It is dragging me down. It's insane. It's just all of it's just too much sometimes.
yeah, I haven't been on the farm in probably at least 2 weeks,
Yeah.
just because I can't do it. It's for number one, all it's going to do is piss you off if you're on the side that feels like there's a good chance the parents are involved.
Right.
There is nothing positive to come out of that.
No, I mean, it's constant chaos. Even, they're supposed to be this family, and all they do is fight. I mean, there's constantly drama, and, nobody can stay friends. It's they're on again, they're off again. That's a symptom of how screwed up it is. It's just like, dysfunctional to the max. It's like the
I
most dysfunctional people you could find on YouTube, all in one place.
I feel like it's become like the modern day soap opera for people.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It's not a true crime channel. It's just not. I mean, in my opinion.
I think it's about as real as a soap opera too.
Really. I mean, there's so many people that have that theory that they do this on purpose to create content.
Yeah. I don't think it's just them. I think a lot of people do it to create content.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
The vast majority, I would even say, in our community.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm looking into a name change. I just can't figure out a good acronym for JDTC because I don't want to change that.
Yeah.
But I'll work it out.
Yeah, you will. You're kind of in a place right now where you're looking at a lot of different things and figuring out what you want to do in the future. It'll come to you,
It might come to just quitting.
I know. I feel like that too. I went to try to make a video over flyers and also another one on the lie detector test. I can't finish it. I'm having a rough week. I mean, I'm not trying to say, be dramatic and say Nana's angel's dying, passing was, just so hard on me. She was my friend. We'd never met in person. It was a YouTube, friendship, and we talked on the phone and stuff. But I think I was already just really depressed with the whole situation on YouTube and Summer's case. And then that just kind of really pushed me further down. So I've got to take a step back, I think, at the very least.
I think it's the response to Nana's passing that's got me the most disappointed and depressed and all that.
How do you mean?
A lot of things. I have a list.
Yep.
I have a list because I was just like, man, it's amazing the shit that we're watching. Welcome, Linda Luhu.
People will exploit anything, and try to jump on, that train to get clicks and views on their own channels and stuff like that. I feel like, I'm stepping in sensitive territory, but I feel like raising money for her, it's like everything on YouTube with money. There's no accountability. There's no, like, I never was able to find out what was raised. to go towards what Myra, Nana's Angels, wanted. She wanted a burial. She did not want to be cremated. It felt like they just decided on the cheapest option before we could all chip in and see if we could come up with the amount to give her her wishes. And even now, there's no way of finding out what we were able to raise for her family. I didn't even know that she was having her celebration of life service until I clicked on I went and Googled her obituary and found it there. So,
Yeah, you found it for me because I messaged you and asked you if you had heard.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's how I found out was through you.
Yeah. And I'm not saying they have to, account for every little thing they're doing. It's a hard time, and you have to remember that. But I wish there was some way we could know what we were able to accomplish for her. I mean, who knows? We could have, called that funeral home and given enough that she could have a burial, not be cremated. That was my hope, is that she could be given that wish.
Well, where it went wrong in the very beginning was, once they had said that was her wishes, then that should have been the only goal until that was accomplished.
Yeah. Yeah.
The people could not wait 1 millisecond to ask for PayPals and Cash Apps and Venmos and all this to be thrown into the mix.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Everybody knew Nana. And I call her Nana. I know that's wrong, but she was cool with me calling her that. So I'm not going to change it for other people.
Exactly. That's fine.
Nana was the person that we knew. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And her wish was to have been buried.
Right.
And why everybody, and I tried to steer it that way. Lord knows I tried.
Yeah.
Didn't just stick everything into accomplishing that.
Right.
And why that wasn't the most important thing, I did not understand.
Exactly.
At all.
Mm-hmm. I know, it felt like it was just a free for all. And, we didn't get to accomplish, I think, what was the most important thing, which to, give her last wishes, of how she wanted her funeral and her burial to be. And that was what I was hoping we could accomplish. But it just, like you said, it wasn't organized. It was kind of all over the place. We don't know what was raised. We don't know what we accomplished with trying to give. So I don't know. I was disappointed.
Now, I don't even care what was raised. What I cared about was the fact that she didn't get what she should have got.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. I wish she could have it, but.
Well, let's get on. Let's go directly to the most disturbing thing.
Okay.
Which was the live stream that was going on during her services.
I didn't know there was.
Yeah.
Who did that?
Well, I know it was at the beginning. I didn't go back because I was already blocked there and couldn't say, there's nothing I could do about it, because trust me, I really wanted to. If there was any way I could have called the YouTube hierarchy and got it stopped, I would have tried. But and I'm not going to say the name of the channel, but there's this channel that they will take a picture and blur it and make it out to be evidence of something. And a lot of people seen this that were saying that Nana's grandchildren had been trafficked.
What?
Yeah.
What in the world?
It's just mind-boggling, ain't it?
Gosh. Oh, I didn't know any of this. I went to bed early last night and just
this was at 5. Like when her service started was when this was beginning.
Wow.
Here it is. This person seen that. Cassie's seen the same thing. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I'm reading it. This family. Oh my gosh. Crazy. This is crazy town.
Is that the wildest that's going on during her service? That's what made me the maddest was,
I know.
Even if you believed that, which I'm getting the idea maybe that person believes some of this stuff they're saying, which tells me they need some serious help.
Right.
Even if you believe that, where is the dignity and respect to maybe wait until after at least her service?
I know.
I mean,
horrible. Just made up stuff. She needs to be taken off YouTube. I'm sorry. She needed to be taken off a long time ago. Because it's just fairy tale stuff. I mean, nothing about it is real or true.
It's crazy. They think when you pause a video and somebody's face is distorted, that it's got some kind of meaning, and it's literally just technology.
I know.
Oh,
it's insane. It's insane. And people follow
this stuff.
People believe that crap. I don't think it's
and any good that she could possibly generate, by fighting for actual victims is just ruined by the time that somebody's probably looking into the craziness of the shit that's coming back, because who knows how many people probably called that in and reported it.
I know. It's no wonder YouTubers have absolutely no credibility. I don't know. It's just crazy town. It really is. I have never seen so many people with severe mental problems. I know that's so mean. I'm serious though. I don't know if a lot of people in the community are on drugs or just, dysfunctional in their lives. But I don't understand. It's crazy. Maybe it's like this in every type of genre of YouTube. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, there's lots of the BS creator bickering stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Didn't
Enchanted Life Path, didn't he take down his video about her lying?
Yeah.
I heard that he did, but I didn't check. Well, that's good. I mean, that's better than White Boy.
Oh.
Did you know that Nana's daughter Ashley went to him on the comments and asked him to please be respectful of her mother and take that down, what he said? And he refused to do it. He refused to do it.
He's
a piece of shit.
Fake. He's so fake.
Yeah, he is.
He posted a picture of him in front of a mansion with this nice car, right?
Yeah.
And then write like this 2-page load of shit about, this and that. And we all know what he was trying to do. He was trying to look cool, and it was just a miserable fail. It's such a joke, man. I can't even be serious with people like that.
I know.
Then, he made that video joking about Dawn being arrested, right? And he says, and all these haters going to watch this, and I'm going to be laughing it all the way to the bank. Dude, you got 1,300 views.
Yeah, with clickbait like that. That's not exactly.
With clickbait. And if $7, and that's probably the higher end of what he got.
Yeah.
is enough to sell yourself out like a little biatch, then you are a sad person.
I know. It's incredible, the criminals on here. It's just like, and the cow lady's like, she acts like White Boy's her bodyguard or something. I'm gonna tell white boy. What is he gonna do? Make a stupid video where he acts like he's tweaking out and like he's lost his mind. It's just such a big joke.
And these are the people that that feel like they're taking the high road on the situation.
Yeah, that's really the high road, to immediately make a negative video about somebody who just passed away. Woo, that's some class right there. Mm-hmm.
You're doing that. You're admittedly clickbaiting for $7. You are hardcore thugging, dude. He needs to change his talk. He needs to change his channel to White Girl Tie Down Stereo or something. He is a fucking joke.
I know. He's supposed to be intimidating with his big old knobby head and giant ears, and he's just like a cartoon to me. It's funny.
Looking like Telly Savalas's mini-me and shit.
Oh, he looks like he got, I'm sure he did, but somebody punched him in the face, and like you can see where everything went to the side with where the fist hit, and it just stuck there. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever noticed that? Like
no, I try not to look at him.
Don't look at him more than you have to. But that's the first thing I noticed when I didn't even know who he was. I was like, wow, he got punched hard. It didn't come back. Like the rest of his face didn't return to normal. I shouldn't be making fun of people's looks. That's not.
I get an elf vibe, to be honest.
A what?
An elf vibe.
Yeah. Might have some elfin Irish people in his background or something.
You throw the little hat with the bell on the end of it.
Oh, yeah.
Stocking cap.
I can see that. You're exactly right.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just so over these people, man. You ready to laugh? Let's have a breakup laugh. You prepared?
Yeah.
I'm not going to bring out the big guns for a minute. I got some really funny ones. I'm going to start y'all out slowly.
Okay.
I got so many of them, man. I got to wade through them.
Oh.
Let's talk about something interesting, though, real quick. Hold on. Let me play this for you.
Take me to church, I worship like a dog at the shrine of your life. I'll tell you my sins and you can sharpen your knife. Offer me that death.
Oh, ain't that precious?
You remember her?
Uh-huh.
Gypsy Rose.
Yeah.
Do you know she could be out this year?
No, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, no.
She done dumped that guy she talked into killing Mama.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right.
She done dumped this dude. She's married and could be out this year.
Wow. What do you think about that?
I wanted to look it up because that dude, I don't think he's getting out ever. And if he is, I know he's got a lot longer left. I should have looked it up. But I cannot believe that he got so much more than she did.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever seen him Nick, I think is his name?
No.
He's got something wrong with him. He's slow and he has issues. There is no justice in him staying in jail for 20 more years and her being married and getting out now. That blows my damn mind.
Yeah, that's not right. That's not justice. But you know what?
He never killed that woman if it wasn't for her.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Great point. He'd probably be, a normal human being in society. But you know why they're having this mercy on her, right? Because of what her mom did to her and stuff.
Yeah,
that's why they're taking.
I'm not saying that I think she should spend the rest of her life in jail. I'm saying He shouldn't be in there 20 years longer than she should.
Right. That's not fair.
That's my issue. If they wouldn't even put her in jail, I might have been all right with it because of what she did. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there is no way in hell out of what happened that dude should be in jail that much longer than her.
I agree. I know.
That is not right.
No,
There
it's
is
not.
no way he would have done that without her.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I bet he's so upset over that. That's not fair or right at all. That's not justice.
And that dude, man, I'm telling you, I've seen some of his interviews. I feel like he really loved her.
Really?
Yeah, he would have done anything for her.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not like it was completely unprovoked. He knew what she had done to Gypsy Rose. It's her name, right? Yeah, he knew what the mother had and what she had done to her was awful. I mean, she almost killed her. And anybody would any normal person who loved that person would be upset about it, and could be, if she was kind of coaching him as much as she probably was to get him to do this. Like you said, he's a good chance he would have never done anything like this if it wasn't for her.
That's it's all sad, the whole thing. Like I said, don't get me wrong. I don't even know that she should have gotten much trouble, but he definitely shouldn't be spending the rest of his life in jail, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, damn, I meant to go to something positive and look where I went. Now I got myself mad about that shit.
Y'all, John gets mad on the daily several times a day.
Yeah. I try not to live stream mad. This is funny right here.
Let's see, I gotta check that out. Let's see, hold on. Let's see. Oh shit, you got Rona.
I do?
Yeah.
What is it?
1-on-1.
No way.
Yeah, what the fuck? Hold on.
You sure?
Let me find out. Let me see. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Ain't that hilarious?
It's great.
She was serious as hell too. She's like, "Are you sure? Run it again." Oh man,
That's funny.
first time I seen that, I laughed.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, people believe anything.
That's the new thing, though. We all gonna be locked down soon.
Oh my God, don't say that. I'll get more depressed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
it's just downright
I hope
scary. Yeah, it's just scary right now. I don't know. They are determined to make the Great Reset or whatever happen. They are just so determined to do that. If there is a new strain of COVID, then I guess that's what I had like about a month and a half ago, maybe.
Yeah,
And,
don't say the C word, girl.
I'm sorry. I won't. So I had the big C, not cancer, about 6 weeks ago. And man, it hit me hard. It hit me real hard. Like the first 2 days, I wouldn't talk to anybody. I was in the bed trying to be asleep for it. And then I thought, like, my health is not great. I've got some things I deal with. So I thought, oh no, what if this was strong enough that it's going to be hard for me to bounce back? But I did pretty quickly. And within a week, I felt back to normal. So, I mean, the chances are it's not, there's been no talk of hospitalization, like more crowding the hospitals with people who are sick and stuff like that. I just feel like this came out of freaking nowhere.
Right.
I mean, that's just my opinion.
You're breaking up bad.
Really?
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You were there for a second.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I tell you, I had the fog real bad, and I don't feel like I ever fully came out of it.
Really?
I still don't feel as smart as I used to.
Yeah. Right before the whole thing with it, the thing, we'll call it the thing.
Yeah,
Before the thing happened, um, both my husband and my daughter, right before it became a thing, got really sick, like sicker than they'd ever been in their whole life. Both of them would cough until I thought they were going to pass out and just couldn't breathe. And my daughter's so tiny and fragile, and she has lost, since that time, she has lost lung capacity. She can't go back up high. She used to go hiking and stuff with her husband, and
right.
she can't go real high or she'll pass out. It definitely damaged her respiratory system somehow.
Yeah,
It was real severe, and it was right. So I feel sure they had it before it even, people were talking much about it. So anyway, I don't know. I don't like that subject. I don't
yeah,
like it. I'm just over it. I
yeah.
mean,
I'm
we've
over it.
got we've got bigger fish to fry. We have an open border, and we have hundreds of thousands of
Yep.
people that have no home, or sleeping on the streets. It's just too much.
Well,
It's insane.
it's a lot of bad.
It is. It's a lot. So I keep the news off most of the time, but my husband is one of those that'll listen
Yeah.
to it while he's working all day, and then he comes home and unloads on me, and I'm like, great, wonderful. We're all gonna die. Thank you, honey. Appreciate it.
Well, let's get off that. Let's go to a blast from the past.
Okay.
Tell me if this strikes with you from your childhood.
If Jimmy has 2 apples, listen, I'm not playing. 2 apples, and Emily gave him 2 more. Fix your face. 2 more. How many does Jimmy have?
He has 5.
You must want your ass electrocuted.
Yes, I'm traumatized. I don't know how many times I sat in front of an algebra book and just wept. It was just like, this is so dumb. I hate it. Yeah.
I swear, I remember at one point we were doing multiplication tables and I just wasn't getting it. And it had gotten to the point where mom was so frustrated, she was done. And then dad had to come in and he was going to get me straightened out. And I don't know, man. It's the one thing in school out of everything. It wasn't clicking with me. It took a while.
Can you
And
hear me?
yeah, he
Okay.
did it for about 30 seconds, and that's how it reminded me of that exact scenario right there. And he
Yeah.
was so pissed off because I didn't get it in 30 seconds that he quit.
That's great for the kids' self-esteem, then.
Yeah, exactly. You know what though? But it never hurt me. It's not like I look back and think, "Oh, that was so traumatic."
Right.
But I can't see doing it to my kid. I think maybe we're too soft these days is a big part of the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so too. I mean, we raised some fragile kids, didn't we? I mean, we
Yeah.
complain about the generation under us, but the truth is, a lot of us created it ourselves. Maybe we just didn't want to have the same upbringing that them to have the same experience as we did.
You know,
Do you know? Let
I
me ask
tell
you
you,
this. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
go ask me.
Does the words bug truck mean anything to you?
No.
Okay. When I was little, once a week, the bug truck would come by. I'm so interested if anybody, I can't see chat. I want to see if anybody remembers this. Once a week, bug truck would come by. And it was the most exciting day of my week. I was about 6 years old. And it would come and I'd be like, bug truck. And it's spraying poisonous pesticide chemicals into the air.
Really?
It's doing, I guess, to try to cut back on the mosquito population. And it was like my mom would let me know when it was out there. The bug truck's here. You go run. I would go running out the end of the drive trying to get in the fog.
Get you a good dose of chemicals and wow.
Just, what in the world? And I heard a comedian one time say the same thing, and I about peed my pants laughing because I was like, "What?" I thought it was just our town. It was
You're gonna be
like,
part of a lawsuit one day.
I know. It was probably
I see
like
that coming.
8214 or something terrible. Oh my God.
I grew up out in the country. We didn't have. Was that in the city?
Well, it's not exactly city. It was, we were in town.
Yeah.
I grew up in Rockingham, North Carolina. It is right on the border of South Carolina. So it's a small town, but it wasn't like we had one stoplight or anything. Like we had some stores. It was just, I don't know, but that's the only way I can kind of tell you how big it was. The bug truck during the summer, I mean, year after year, the bug truck would come, and it's really sad that was something I celebrated as a kid, but I was a really weird little kid anyway. So I just thought that was funny. The stuff like this is like Gen X stuff, I guess, but like remember the slides we had to slide down at the park, and they're all metal and stuff, and it's like 100,000 degrees, and you just kind of squeak down and burn your legs, and everything was dangerous. Like everything's safe for kids now.
Yeah.
I remember,
I never had a helmet.
Yeah, I remember kindergarten. One of my first days of kindergarten, I got on a seesaw they had out there. It was I was at the very top because I had a little heavier girl on the other end. She couldn't get me down, and I fell from that height.
She was like 8 feet.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, I hit my head. I don't know. It was bad. It was really bad. But we didn't think anything of it, I don't know what it was, but nobody cared. Anyway.
Suzette said, darn, Holly, you would have had a ball with the plane spraying the fields with chemicals.
I know.
Crop dusters out. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go. She says, them commercials, if you ever were around the bug truck and now are experiencing mesothelioma, them commercials. Yeah. That's what I was talking about. Keep your eye out, Holly. There's one coming for you, girl.
I am. I'm going to get mesothelioma, whatever it is. Mesothelioma. I shouldn't say that. That's mean. People get that, but oh, that was the good old days.
Well, that's what that comes from, was pesticides, right?
Yeah, it probably was. It probably was really bad for me. God protected me, I guess. He had mercy. It's like, oh, look at this little stupid child trying to get in the fog. So.
Oh, I do actually have some positive news that I haven't shared.
Okay.
There was a win for the good guys this morning.
How so?
I'm going to show you.
Okay.
See this?
Let me see. I can't hardly see it. Read it.
This is JSB's post, right?
Okay.
She made a post. She darkened out 3/4 of it, as you can see, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, always.
Well, you can't see it, but there at the very bottom, I got a comment in.
Okay.
So what is that supposed to prove? Well, besides you are computer illiterate. Bam! Bam!
Burn!
Damn right. I never get a comment in, and under my own moniker, nonetheless.
It's a freaking miracle.
Booyah. I said, damn, that looks like the comments are on. Oh, I gotta be quick. And then as soon as I did it, I was like, I gotta screenshot it. It won't be there long. And you can see it says 12 seconds ago. That's how long it took me to get it on and screenshot it.
I used to watch her at one point, and I would go into these 8-hour, 9-hour lives she had. I would not stay that long, but I'd go in there, and it was like you try to say something to her, and it was like only subscribers for 14 days.
Yep. Oh, I got news for her right now. I got 3 people that in another week and a half is going to be in that live.
Really?
Yes. Well, they're all 3 me. It's just I got to wait until my sub time's up.
Oh, okay.
On my troll accounts.
That's the thing. All of us creators have so many troll accounts. We just keep getting blocked and blocked and blocked.
Hey, I ain't no chicken shit. I'd go in there as is, but I'm blocked.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah. Well,
do what you gotta do.
what's the most benign comment you've ever made in a live that got blocked or got taken off and you got timed out or thrown out?
I don't remember what it was exactly, but I know that the one I felt the most screwed over by was the farm because it was something.
Yep.
It wasn't bad.
No.
I remember thinking, what?
I know.
Over that?
Oh, man. You can watch this.
Mother.
Go ahead.
Go.
Okay, so one time I was in there, and I think it was when she went to her sister's restaurant, and she's like, I'm going live. And she was talking about like confronting her sister and stuff. And all she did was sit in the chair in the back room. And when Jinkies poked her head out, she gave her the finger, and that was it. And so I said, my comment was, so this is it. This is the live ? I got thrown out for that.
Wow.
A question if this was going to be what was happening. And I can sit and watch her chat. You just see all these comments just disappear. I mean, constantly. Oh, it's funny.
It's hilarious, man. What'll set them off, ain't it?
I know. It's insane. It is crazy.
What else do we got? You ready for another funny? I got a bunch of these.
Okay, hit it.
I'm saving one though for the end because you're gonna have to go pee after you see it. It's correct.
Okay.
This one's a little political, so I'm just going to show it to you, and we're not going to talk a bunch about it, okay?
Okay.
But I thought it was funny enough to where I should show it.
Yeah.
Before you leave, fuck you.
I love it. I love it. That
This is
mugshot.
the fingerprints for his mugshot.
I know. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's going to be in jail forever. He really is.
I tell you, man, TikTok is full of gems if you're willing to wade through the BS. You know it?
Yeah.
There is some funny shit on TikTok.
I know. I like it too.
Oh, I actually got a true crime one too that you might even, well, no, you probably don't, but somebody might recognize this. This person people are looking for right now. And I hate that I can't see the truck or the person very good at all, but this is what they put out. So everybody pay attention and see if you recognize this person. This is from Tennessee.
Okay.
Tennessee police just released this dash cam footage that happened last Thursday, August 17th. Happened around 11:45 in the morning on the northbound lanes of I-75, right before exit 20. As you can see, this Dodge Ram pickup truck is causing a collision between his truck and the semi-truck to try to get the semi-truck to pull over. As you can see, he is pointing a handgun out of his window. Supposedly, the enraged driver of the silver pickup stopped in the travel lanes of I-75, pointed a gun at the semi-truck driver. A witness to the event said another semi-truck driver, which you'll see right here coming up to the right-hand side, pulled over to stop and help and was also confronted by the enraged man, who also pointed the gun at him as well. You'll see the gentleman coming back to his pickup truck and pointing the handgun at him as well. If you have any information as to who this is, please be sure to call the Tennessee Police, 423-728-7338. They are still trying to locate the driver of this Dodge Ram pickup truck. Thanks, everyone. Be safe.
Wow. You know what? My first thought is, when something happens to me like that and, somebody hit me or whatever, first thing I do is walk around the back of their car and take a picture with my phone of their license plate. It saved my butt. It really did. I had a hit and run. And the first thing I did when he did stop was get his license plate. So that's what saved me there.
That's wow, that guy pointing a gun at everybody, ain't it?
I know, but everybody's so angry. Like on the road, like you barely do anything. And they're just like giving you the finger and screaming at you. And it's like, what in the world? People are just go around angry all the time.
I don't do that. Like if somebody does something, I just inside my car, they get a lot of shit, but outside of that, they probably don't even know I'm pissed.
Right. Yeah.
I talk to myself. I'm one of them, like somebody pulls out in front of me. I'm like, oh, you stupid mother.
I remember our pastor one time was preaching, and he said that he kind of pulled out in front of somebody when he shouldn't have, that he needed more space. And the person was all up on his car, beeping their horn, giving him the finger, hanging their head out the car, going, F you. And he goes, I paid attention to where they go. And he's like, I pull in the church and they pull in the church too. Hello?
You there?
Yeah. Where'd you lose me?
No, I was up. I just thought there was more story to it.
No, it was one of the people that go to the church. And he was like, it's one of our people that was doing that to me. And here they go pulling our church. And he's like, he was just blown away, because he's like, here they are, they come to our church. But before that, they did this to me. So a lot of road rage out there.
I just can't see pulling a gun on people and waving it around like that guy did, though. He's got some deep-seated issues. And what kind of dumbass going to slam on the brakes in front of a semi? He's lucky he didn't get run over.
I know, that's true. Yeah, he was losing it, obviously. Somebody like that does not need to
in the house.
Huh?
Tits McGee is in the house.
Yeah, I saw that.
I love that. I can still get a chuckle off that.
Yeah.
It don't take much.
That's what we used to call my daughter when she was getting up, like 13, and her brothers would make fun of her and call her Tits McGee. It was probably not a good thing to do.
Oh, I never heard of that before. Where did that originally originate?
I don't know. I mean, we just had heard it somewhere. So you hadn't heard it until now with that person?
Yeah, that's the first time I'd ever heard it. I didn't realize it was a thing.
Yeah. I don't know. Apparently it came out of middle school, because that's how old my son was when he was calling his sister that. So maybe that's where it originated.
My mom used to have signs that she used to hold out the window. They had the finger on them. They had cursing words, but I told her stop using them, but they were funny. That's great. signs.
I would have, like, as a kid, I would have been like crawling in the floorboard if my mom was doing that.
Oh man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, my parents embarrassed me a lot, and it was not intentional.
oh, that's awesome.
That is funny.
That you want this I think is the cutest thing I've seen in forever. This little girl, this is a little girl and her dad. He's dropping her off at school.
Mhm.
This is funny how she acts.
Fight! Fight!
يلا مع السلامة. هي بنت قدام المدرسة.
That's so cute.
Ain't she cute?
Oh, she's adorable. I bet she's hilarious to be around.
Don't you?
Like that. Oh my gosh.
That little pose, she starts flexing at the end. That cracks me up, man.
I know. She's got some funny brothers or something, or her dad is funny. That's awesome.
I thought that was the best thing when I seen that the other day.
Yeah. I have the funniest story. My son, he's a teenager, but like about a year ago, we had LED bulbs in the bathroom, and they were acting all wonky. And when you turn the light off for like the next 2 or 3 seconds, it would flash like this green color. And I found out from my son, I think I saw him do it. He was up in the middle of the night because he stays up playing video games. And he turned off the light and he started running down the hall to his room and shut the door. And I'm like, And I was like, what are you doing? And he goes, I think we have a spirit in the house. because every time I come out of the bathroom, there's like this eerie green spirit color. And I just run. And I was like, honey, that's the LED bulbs. It's okay. And I showed him.
Oh, poor dude.
I know. I thought it was funny.
Thank you, Barbara Lang.
Hey, Barbara. Thank you.
Oh, that little girl, though, she's hilarious.
I know. So cute. I miss having little kids.
I do too, man.
It's
Well,
so
my little
nice.
girl, she'll be 10, but
She's still little.
I tell you, man, she's already getting like that teenager attitude.
Yeah, really. It happens fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially for girls.
Well, I've always been told that I would be given the Antichrist as a child to pay for my behavior growing up.
Is she that? Is she like that?
I'm pretty confident this is the one they warned me of.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Is she a daddy's girl though? Does she get by with it?
Yeah, pretty much. I roll up to get her off the bus yesterday, right? I'm thinking I'm gonna make a cute little video. I got my spy glasses on.
Yeah, yeah.
And like she went off on me so hard for not for rolling up, and because I can either walk to the bus stop or I can drive. It's a little way, it's a ways to where I gotta get her. Yeah. And she was so pissed off about having to walk that it was just nothing I could use.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, keep trying. You'll get a moment.
She was in diva mode. Oh my God, I go to school all day. You think I want to walk all the way home? So then I try to play the, well, you know, Daddy needs to exercise. Well, Daddy can exercise all day while I'm at school. Come on, honey, come on now.
Oh,
no. I need some content. I'm gonna have to start shit with my kid and start using it as content. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to run my finger back.
The joys of tween girls, man.
My teenage boys, I'm always on them. Clean your room, make your bed. Well, you make Taylor's bed. You clean her room.
Yeah.
She's not a teenager. No, it's because she's your favorite. No, she's
No.
not.
No, let me tell you what it is. She's your youngest. The youngest comes along and you're just like, to hell with it all. I'm tired. And you just do it for them. Like, you don't shape them to be good adults like you did the first one or the second. And then you're just like, here, just let me do it for you. And I wait on my youngest son hand and foot. And I know I'm not doing him any favors. But, you know.
You're beat down like me.
Huh?
You're beat down like I am.
Yes, you do. I bet you so many parents can relate to that. I have 3 kids. So by the time I got to the third, I was like, I'm keeping you alive. You know, I love you. But just not the same. I was hard on my daughter, my first.
I'm sorry. Did I get Barbara's name wrong? I'm sorry, Barbara Lang. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
My teenage grandson is almost always ill after school. I tell you, my kids are always hungry. Like, they don't eat shit at school.
I know.
So they get home, man.
I know. I love Leanne Morgan. She's a comedian, a Southern comedian from Tennessee. And she talks about her girls at that age, like 10, 12, middle school. And she said, I would go pick them up. She was like, they were high-fiving the principal, smiling, being all quick. She said, they got in my van, and it was like just anger. And they're like, the first thing they say, don't you have a piece of cheese in this vehicle? That's so true. They're hungry. They're ill. They're, really crazy.
Mad at the world.
Mm-hmm. I know. They just take it all out on us at home.
I tell you,
nice at school.
Like the first day of school when they got off the school bus, I wish I would have had a camera because I could have recorded something that would have maybe brought our country together. It melted my heart.
What was that?
My little girl gets off the bus, and then this little black girl gets off the bus behind her.
Uh-huh.
And they just turn to each other and give each other the biggest hug, and then she run to her car, and the other little girl run up. Her house is near there, so she was running to her house. And I was like, Taylor, who is that? My new best friend. I said, see, that's how it ought to be. That it was awesome,
Yeah, that's sweet. Yep,
it was sweet though. Just met her that day, best friend.
Oh, apparently they just connected on a deeper level, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, she told me she known the little like they know they didn't just meet that day, but they never been in the same class together.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's all it took.
That's good. She got to have good friends. That's what matters the most. Is to keep, when you know who their friends are and stuff. Haley had a best friend. And she still has her. She's the one who takes all these gorgeous pictures of Haley. She's a professional photographer, but she was like one of those, you may not know, but one of those girls who was like a mama to all the other girls. Here she is in 5th grade. Instead, when she would come sleep over our house, which was a lot, she would come and find me and my husband, plop down and be like, I'm a little worried about Haley. She seems a little depressed and withdrawn lately. We were like, she took care of my daughter. Like, she protected her. And she was like her mama. It was the sweetest thing. She's wonderful. Oh. Yeah, she was a good kid.
Yeah, little boys don't have people like that in their group. That's, I guess, in the boys group, that would be the boy that tries to talk you out of doing it.
Yeah, at most.
The one that doesn't want to have a criminal record.
Yeah.
That'd be the equivalent in the boys group.
See, I didn't have brothers growing up, and my dad is just he's not tiny, very quiet personality that never get much out of him. And so I didn't know anything about boys, and I had 2 of them. And let me tell you, that's a learning process because their brains, they are wired completely different. I mean, my son and his friends, my husband built a beautiful um treehouse for them to play in, and he used like reclaimed stuff and old windows and worked really hard on it. And one day they just shot all the windows out of the treehouse with their BB guns and stuff. And we
Yeah.
sit them on the couch and we're like, "What were you thinking?" Nothing.
Yep.
It's just they just do stuff. They don't give it
Yep.
any thought. They just go, this graffitied. Like we have a wall by our driveway, like a retain or one of those, just a couple beams of wood or whatever beside the driveway. And they graffitied it one time with spray paint, found it in the garage. I'm like, so any thoughts? Like, what were you thinking? Just these blank, a blank stare, like, I couldn't tell you.
My dad would have beat me senseless for that.
Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? But I mean, he got in trouble. He got disciplined for it, and he had to get it clean. But we were hard on him, and he's the one that went in the Army. My husband, really wanted to raise him to be a strong man, and he is.
Right.
And like one time another thoughtless thing, some kid at school had these brand new Nike expensive tennis shoes, and they had like a bubble thing on the bottom, like it just kind of bubbled out. And Cameron took a pencil, reached over and popped the bubble on these brand new expensive shoes. And so we got called to the principal's office. He had just gotten birthday money, like 100, added it up with all the gifts of like $110. And we made him take that money and buy that boy so he could buy new shoes and replace them. And he was like devastated, but we did it because we're like, you have to learn, there's consequences.
And you know what's funny?
You do.
I had a pair of shoes like that. My brother did the same thing. And for the next month, when I walked around, it made a farting noise every time I took a step. Because that hair was getting released every time. It was like a plunger.
I bet you wanted to kill him.
Oh, I was so mad. And they were Jordans. And, we wasn't rich when I was growing up. My mom, there was a budget on how much Santa Claus could afford.
Exactly.
And that was the only thing I got for Christmas.
Oh, no.
I wanted them so bad that I give my whole Christmas up for that pair of shoes, and my brother had them farting and embarrassing me the first day I wore them to school.
That's so sad. He should have been put in slave labor to make enough money to buy you some new shoes.
Well,
that's terrible.
I'm a boy, so I don't rat people out.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's awesome. I wouldn't.
I was just screwed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
know. But Bill's character. Bill's character, though, John.
Yeah. It built some character. I can't remember what I did to him, but I'm sure it was equally as bad.
Yeah.
Here you go. Let me play this for you. This is really messed up, but it's funny.
Okay.
Had an abortion? Twins?
Yeah. Double homicide.
Bitch.
No, I'm sorry.
I don't know what that was.
She said she had twins aborted, and the girl behind her said, "Damn, double homicide."
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
That is messed up, ain't it?
Yeah.
It cut it off, but that's what it said.
Oh my! What show is that?
It's one. I don't know. One of them one of them out of the 500 shows about women with too much money running around bitching about small petty problems.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Apparently, that was probably a more serious episode, but
wow.
I was like, that is messed up, ain't it?
I know. I guess she obviously couldn't restrain herself from saying that. I guess maybe she was mad to hear it.
I have a little bit of something about Summers stuff. The Did you know they found remains in Seversville on August 23rd?
Are you talking about Sevierville?
Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. Yes, I saw that. On the 23rd.
Well, I thought to give people that aren't from the area and don't know an idea, I pulled it up to show on the map how far it is from where they found them to where Summer's house was. We'll show everybody.
Okay.
Because you never know. You know?
I will say this, though, John. I don't mean to be a downer, but when Don says they'll never find her body, I kind of believe him.
Well, you still got to look.
Oh.
And right here is, if you can see the bottom of the map, the red dot.
Yeah, that's Sevierville.
That's where they were found about. And all the way up here is Ben Hill. So it's a little over an hour away. So it's not super far, and down here, right there, how do you say it again?
Sevierville.
The name of the town?
Yes, Sevierville.
Is that how you say it?
Sevier and Ville.
Sevierville. It's right there near Pigeon Forge. So that makes me wonder if that wasn't somebody maybe visiting Smoky Mountains and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But, until they're identified, there's always that possibility,
I know. Every time you hear it, you're like, is this it? You hear something like that, go, is this it? I never understood, John, the pictures somebody had found. Was it the guy that was saying he was from Sky News or something like that? And he had a picture of a child's shirt that matched one Summer was wearing in the dirt. Like it had been.
Sky News is trash.
I know that, but I don't understand that picture. Where would he have gotten Summer's shirt to do that himself? I just never understood why. And it looked like it had been there a long time in the dirt. I never understood that picture. Does anybody in chat remember that? Do you remember it, John?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I know. I just never could figure out what that was about. I mean, I'm not saying it was anything about, where Summer might be, but I just didn't get the picture.
I just don't like them because I know some of the shit I've seen them put out, they know better than.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that see anything like that's why I don't like the channel we was talking about earlier, because the name of their channel is so damn misleading.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got people that'll see that name and think, oh, well, that's credible.
Right.
And it's about as uncredible as you can be,
Really should not still be on YouTube. There is an actual news station with those same letters, and it's out of, I think, Illinois. Somebody posted it. So I mean, that alone should get you off YouTube. You can't take on their the name of their news channel. You can't take that on and copy that.
Right.
They have rights to that. So that alone should get her thrown off YouTube. She should not still be there. I reported her back when she was, somebody's at my door. Hang on. I reported her back when she was trying to say A.F. Pennington. Who is that? Oh, it's my son. Hang on. A.F. Pennington. She was saying that A.F. Pennington was child trafficking or something like that. Hey. Anyway, I know she was just putting all this, saying she was a criminal and stuff. And I don't love A.F. Pennington because some of the things she's done and where
Right.
she is on Summer's case, but it was wrong. And I reported. I don't know that anything happened to her. I'm sure she didn't lose her channel.
Right.
Yeah.
I hear you. Hey, Dippy, do you want to come up and tell us about the service? Do you feel like it? If you don't, that's fine. I completely understand. Holly, if you want to mute and talk to your son, go ahead.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
He won't talk. He just got back from driving, doing in car. We got to get this kid driving.
Oh, I know. I got one I'm fighting with too.
Yeah.
Scaring the hell out of me. Took me the other day. I was like, all right, this is a good back road. Ain't nobody ever out of here. I'll be damned. You would have thought it was the only way out of the Super Bowl that day or something. There was cars left and right. I'm sitting here steering with my left hand from the passenger seat, trying to push a brake that ain't there because I'm so scared. I need one of them old driver's ed cars with the brake on the passenger side.
I know. I want that too, very much. Oh, wow.
Horrifying stuff.
It is. And when you let them out on the road, like for the first time, you're just like, oh, I just threw my kid out to be completely killed on the road. That's what it feels like.
I'm more worried about the other people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
All right, check this out. The question is, would you snitch on your coworkers for $1,000 a month?
You snitch on your coworkers for $1,000 a week?
Sherelle had Keisha clock her in 3 times early this week, and she wasn't even here because her baby daddy moved further out. Jerome be doing donuts on the forklift in the warehouse, and he never changed out the propane tanks. And Cindy and HR be doing powder.
The answer for me is yes. That's a no-brainer for me, man. I don't have any snitching policy. I just tell whatever.
That is so funny.
That'd be good to make money that way. That's a lot of money.
I wouldn't snitch for free, but for $1,000 a month, I'd have had an even more detailed report.
Yeah, exactly. He'd be doing donuts on the forklift. That's funny.
Jessie said she'd snitch on herself for $1,000 a month. Yeah. I was late Thursday. Y'all didn't notice. I slid in.
That's so true. I'd be like, I worked from home. I took a 10-minute nap on my couch a minute ago.
Oh, I thought that was so funny, man. How he had the list.
Mm-hmm.
That's priceless.
I know, big old notebook with everything written down.
All right, I'm going to drop the funniest one I've seen. Now, I need to give this a little context, okay?
Okay.
On TikTok, people that watch it, there's fads a lot of the time, and people do the same little joke on their spouse or whatever.
Right.
Well, for a long time, there was people doing this prank to their kids, and what they do is they tell the kid they're out of toilet paper, bring them some toilet paper.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when the kid hands them the toilet paper, they have chocolate on their hand and will put it on the kid's hand, right?
Right. Yeah.
And they'll think that they got poo-poo on them. And these kids have just the most unbelievable reactions, right? So this right here is an adult doing it to another adult.
Oh, no.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is I hope y'all find this as funny as I do. Hold on, let me find it. Here it is.
This is the funniest video ever. Hey, hey, man. Hey, Chris. Hey, man. Tell me this ain't a motherfucking shit on my hand, man. No. How the hell you get shit on your hand and get it on my hand? What would you do? Stick your hand back there on the toilet paper, Chris? Man, this nigga right shit on my hand. They gonna be the motherfucking don't fit. Boy, man, nigga. Oh my fucking God, baby. Man, this thing is clean.
Holy crap. That's funny.
You can't pick it up though, but he's dry heaving in between that.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell it. I've watched it so
gagging.
much. He's got little gags in between them.
Oh my
Man.
gosh.
Oh, he was so pissed.
That's funny.
Okay, Dippy, I'm getting you the link. Hold on just a second.
I think I'm going to do that to my husband this weekend. That would be funny.
Oh, you got to. You got to film it too.
I'll get my
Get
son.
camera.
I'll get my son to film it. That's funny. I'm going to do that. Yeah, we
Oh,
like to do those challenges and stuff sometimes when we're all together.
That dude was pissed. I know you get no shit on my hand.
I know. Oh, it's so gross.
Oh, I thought that was so funny, man. My stomach was hurting last night. I laughed at that for so long.
I hadn't watched TikTok in a long time, but you know what? I am now because this stuff is funny and I need it. Like I need to watch some stuff and laugh.
Well, see, I never realized you can put stuff in search funniest videos and then weed through all the other crap. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, okay. I didn't either. So I thought that was awesome. Holly, I'm going to put you down and let her up because my bandwidth sucks. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Thank you for coming up and co-hosting for me.
Oh, no problem. All right, let's hear from Dippy then. I'll leave. Bye, guys.
All right, bye-bye.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm still kind of numb. It was a long trip yesterday.
Oh, was it a long? I don't know where you're at. Was it a long trip to make it to the service?
It was about 4.5 hours without any stops. So it's probably about, well, no, as we got into the mountains and stuff, we started gaining some more time. So I got there a little late, but I was still there. It was a beautiful service, though.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
But well, I mean, I know how it was, I guess, but I'm glad to hear that it was a nice service. Did she get a lot of flowers? I bet she did.
She got a good amount, yeah. Her granddaughter Selena gave me one at the end so that way I could dry it and put it in a frame with the pictures and stuff I have of her.
For y'all that's not aware, this is.
I wanted to get one for Ashley too, but
right.
Sorry.
This is Nana's friend Dippy. They did a thing together on YouTube, and she has a channel too. She was at Nana's Angel Services yesterday. Nana's the one that passed. I think most everybody here knows that, but I just want to make sure they knew what we were talking about. So what was there? What was it? Just your regular service? 5 to 7?
No, I wouldn't call it in my eyes a regular service. It was more of a memorial type thing. People could share, and her grandkids got up and sang her favorite song. Her oldest granddaughter spoke some words. Trying to think, and I think one of her daughter's friends that is a preacher, but he didn't do any kind of preaching type, but he did speak, like say a prayer for her and stuff.
Was there a lot of people there?
There was a good amount.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was a good
For
service. It's
the
a beautiful place.
yeah, it was the place
It
was
was right there in
gorgeous.
between two mountains.
Sorry,
and you
my
could see a
husband
ridge.
cannot not talk while I'm on a live.
I thought he was talking to us.
He yeah, it was a very beautiful place. I thought when I got there at first that I was at the wrong spot because because I didn't recognize her children because I guess they weren't turned around, so I couldn't see faces, and it really sure didn't look like her at all. But she looked beautiful regardless. Ashley, her daughter, did a very good job on her hair and her makeup. The clothes were perfect.
Like she was peaceful.
Yeah, she was at peace, that's for sure.
I'm glad to hear.
She had a beautiful.
Do you know what the plans are now, or were for after that?
You mean for her channel?
No, for did they what they were going to do with her?
I'm not sure if they quite raised the money for the burial. But Ashley was saying that if they didn't get the money up for it, that they were probably going to have to cremate her.
See, I thought I'd heard something about that, and then they were going to place her with her mother.
Yeah. They were gonna allow her to. I'll explain that to you in a minute. Please let me finish. Sorry. Oh, what was my train of thought? Damn it, Dan. Yes.
You're fine. Take your time.
Oh, between my husband and my mind, I can't think straight. Cremate. What the heck was I saying? I'm sorry.
Talking about the plans for going forward.
They were thinking that if they didn't make the money up, because it's quite a bit to bury somebody.
Right.
But yeah, if they cremated her, they were gonna put her in a box just like they would the casket at the grave, and put it. I think they bury it either right next to her, or they actually dig up a spot on the other grave and put it on top. I'm not quite sure how that works.
Right.
Mike Mullen.
Yeah, I know what they did, Dan. That's not what I was saying. We know this, Dan. I know this, baby. Thank you. Thank you for helping me, but that's not what I was saying. My husband he loved him some Nana.
Yeah.
No, I was wondering if
that was her Ethel.
Casket, and then they had to turn around and get her cremated. That was kind of fucking.
Well, it all goes
waste
with
of money.
Just stop, please. Oh,
I really wish they could have got to the goal to.
There was a couple that I recognized. Most of them was family and friends. It was me and one other mod, and then a sub came. And the rest were her family and friends.
Where is that Dandridge? What is it closest to?
It's right outside of Asheville. Or no, really Canton.
Yes. It was about 50 miles from Asheville. Yeah.
That's why I said outside of Canton.
Like 30 miles from the mountain.
Oh my goodness. It's I know we had to take the Seaverville exit to get there. So
okay.
My husband said it's about 50 miles or so from Asheville.
Okay.
He drove the whole way, so that would be his good. By the time we got to Asheville and I knew we were getting close, I was just slowly shutting down a little bit.
It was 12 hours and 10 minutes from the time we left Sanford to back. 12 hours and 10 minutes.
Okay, so it was 12-hour drive total for me. We got there. We had enough time to see everybody, speak to them, and pay our respects. And then when it was over, we stayed around talking to the sub for a few and the couple of the grandkids, and turned around and came right back. I'm blessed that my husband took me.
It makes for a long day, I bet, huh?
It's, normally when you go on a driving trip, like it takes forever to get where you're going, and then it seems like it's quicker coming back.
Right.
Not this trip. It was like we got there quicker than I feel like we got home.
4.5 hours each way.
Yeah.
I just feel like it took forever to get home.
And probably the circumstances of where you had been to had a lot to do with it. What you'd been through, I'm sure.
My heart goes out to her kids and her grandbabies, though. Her youngest son had her oldest son and her youngest son. The second youngest. They had a really, really hard time. I'm sure they all had a hard time, but you seen them literally having a hard time.
Right.
Yeah, the one that she lived with had a hard time even leaving when it was time to go. And I just feel so bad for them.
After that, that's it.
It's a different situation when, you're expecting it, like they've had an illness or, something like that. And, with Nan, it was such a surprise. It seems like those are a lot harder to take.
Yeah, it was very unexpected, that's for sure. My last conversation with her was on Friday. I didn't talk to her at all Saturday, or I wasn't able to get into the game night. So it was like, I feel like crap for that. Like, I should have been there, but I couldn't get in. My internet just sucks at night.
Right.
And so I didn't really know how bad she was Saturday. But everybody was telling me, but Nana's been having them headaches for quite a few months. That wasn't the first time. It just wasn't there. I don't think they were as severe as it was Saturday night.
Has there been a clear-cut cause yet?
Not that I have. Ashley didn't tell me, and I really wasn't trying to speak about that yesterday.
Yeah, I understand.
So, she hasn't told me if there was. While I was there, I mean, not there, on the way there and on the way back, I had people telling me that they heard some other things, and I was like, until I hear it from the family, I'm not believing anything.
Yeah, I don't want to speculate on something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't want to see them personally.
I completely agree.
Yeah, and I just didn't really want to ask them or nothing like that. I figured that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
Her daughter has every which way in the world to get up with me if she needs me, and so does her older brother. So.
Right.
Go talk when they're ready.
Yeah, my husband said though, when they're ready, they'll tell people.
Right.
And you never know that if they do know, next time they go live, they might say it.
Right. Well, thank you for coming up and letting us know how it went.
Yeah, I appreciate you letting me come up. I never thought I'd be up on your panel ever. But yeah, I appreciate you letting me come up and talk about it.
Yeah, thanks for coming up, because a lot of people that watch my channel watch hers, and I know that a lot of people cared about her and would like to know that everything was nice, and I'm so relieved to hear that.
Yeah, it was really, really, really nice. Really nice.
Oh yeah, that was a beautiful place.
Even outside of the place that it was at, like just right everything was like right beautiful. The atmosphere of it, even though even though, where were we at and what we were for, it just had like a calm feeling, and
Memorial Garden for veterans.
it just made you feel more. I mean, even though it made it more surreal, because I think quite a bit of us still had that thing where we didn't really want to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
But after yesterday, I guess I have no choice but to believe it now.
Right.
And I'm not one to take. I don't take death very well. I'm sure nobody does, but my husband will tell you, he feels like I over dramatize it, and that's just because I'm so sensitive when it comes to death. Like, I can handle anything.
She was just attached to her.
And especially if I'm attached to somebody, it hurts so damn much.
It hurts within. You feel it inside. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I just know that she's at peace and no more pain, no more suffering. She may be done here, but she's not done on the other side. So
I really appreciate you coming up and sharing that with us, and I'm really glad to hear that it was really nice service, because I was worried about that. I'm glad to hear that it was really nice.
It was.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome. Tell Brandy I said hi.
Okay, I will. And we'll see you soon, okay?
Yes, sir. I'll see you later.
Bye-bye. That's good to hear. That I don't know if I still have the thing, and maybe they have pictures of that place so people could get a look. Let me see. Yeah, hold on one second. I'd say you could go look if you wanted to. It's Rest Haven Memorial in Dandridge, Tennessee. And I'm sure they got pictures of the chapel and all that stuff. If you want to get a better idea of what it looked like, you could go and take a look. But that was Dippy is what they call her. I call her Dipey because she spells Dippy wrong. And her and Nana were friends. And they did like a podcast together where seemed like they were usually on other ends of the spectrum, kind of like a devil's advocate type thing. So it's good to hear that she got a nice service. That's what I was concerned about, and I'm glad to hear it. And it sounds like from the way she described it, it was kind of out in the country in the mountains, and hopefully, she got a good idea of everybody that was touched by her by the time she was with us. Guys, that's all I got. I'm going to go. I've been at it for an hour and a half, and I don't like keeping people too long. Everybody, just say a prayer for the family, and thanks everybody for coming, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks to all the mods, members, subs, everybody. Bye-bye.